Well, it's historic. It's really the most senior American diplomat to visit Somalia in its history, we understand, and definitely since the 20-plus year civil war that Somalia has been in the throes in ever since the fall of Siad Barre and various civil wars in between then. It's really a deepening of relations between the two countries, and we've seen these small steps, Christy Lou. For example, the Somalia unit, which is based here in Nairobi, has announced their first official ambassador. She has yet to be confirmed, but she will be the first U.S. ambassador to Somalia since 1991. We've also heard from generals from U.S. Africa Command that they're looking at perhaps setting up some form of an embassy in Somalia, most probably inside the airport, which is secured by the African Union and United Nations-backed troops. But there are small, significant steps, and according to the State Department, they're very upbeat about this relationship.
And Robin, in Kenya on Monday, Secretary Kerry, there on a visit, he said that Kenya will be safer if Somalia is more stable. So, Robin, what will it take to bring stability to Somalia?
Well, it's going to be a regional effort from now on. It's clear, Christy Lou, that Somalia has morphed from that Al-Shabaab rather has morphed from really being a Somali-based organization to being a regional organization. We're seeing and hearing that there are thousands of foreign fighters from neighboring countries, including Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and even some from Ethiopia, who are going to Somalia to fight with the insurgent group, learning how to fight, and then perhaps bringing those skills back here to their neighboring countries to launch attacks such as the Garissa attack that we saw a month ago, where 148 students and teachers were killed. One terror expert, Christy Lou, described it as the dumbing down of terrorism, because it is so difficult to get, whereas in Somalia you can get bomb-making materials and guns with a fair amount of ease, it's much more difficult in the neighboring countries to do so. So they're sending in much more lighter armed infantry. Just a few men went into the Garissa University, hitting soft targets, targeting civilians, not targeting soldiers, as it were. And this is really a problem that needs to be addressed in Somalia, and then move on, obviously, to the rest of the region to really fully eradicate this problem of terrorism.
At the end of the day, that nobody was in there when this started, and they got out of control. They actually got out. Nobody was injured. They've been in business here at this location for 20 years. They've been in business total for about 40 years. It says they have plastics, cardboard, pallets. They do recycling here in this area. So again, think of all the things that were inside that building or around this area. Plastics, cardboard, and pallets. That's why you have all of this fire. That's why it's not going away anytime soon. There is just a bunch of stuff inside of there. So Cameron Green, the VP of Operations, said we're hoping for the best. They are insured, so they will be able to recover something from this business. They think they obviously want to get back in business, but they know that could be an awful long time. So a really tough thing. They say it started in the building on the left and jumped with the wind. And they say they absolutely going out in these firefighters to do their best to control this place. We haven't heard any explosions, I would say, in the last maybe 5, 10 or so, but again, with these tanks, these propane tanks, you can hear them off and on for the next several minutes, 30 minutes, up to an hour, however long it takes to get out. You can expect to hear a few more explosions along the way. problems are. So yeah, this will be the point where we want to really keep an eye on. You can tell these firefighters are flinching. They've done this before. Another one there, and they stopped a little bit of the stream on one of the ladder trucks, and now they're readjusting it, maybe getting to another height to make sure they have a full flow, and now they're both going here on the ladder trucks to where we can see.
Kind of scared you a little bit, didn't it? Was anybody hurt?
तहरीक इंसाफ के पास हमारे पास ये सारी चीजें सबूत होते तो हम अदालत में चले जाते। ये कमीशन की क्यों हमने कहा, क्योंकि कमीशन के पास पावर है इन्वेस्टिगेट करने की। हम भी सबूत लेके जाएंगे, लेकिन
क्योंकि आप तो कहते रहे सबूत हैं हमारे पास।
हम इंशाल्लाह हमने 1,24,000 पेजेस की डॉक्यूमेंट्स
वो कैसे पढ़ेंगे 45 दिन के अंदर?
इसलिए उनके पास पावर है जो इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग टीम बनाने की।